Welcome to Latest News Blaster. At 92 years old, Willie Nelson remains one of the last living legends of American music, a man whose voice, guitar, and spirit have defined country culture for more than 6 decades. But this week, in a moment no one expected, Willie sat down for a quiet interview at his ranch in Luck, Texas, and revealed a confession that stopped fans around the world in complete silence. What he said wasn't scandalous. It wasn't dramatic in a Hollywood sense. It wasn't even the kind of headline meant to stir panic. Instead, it was deeply emotional, surprisingly honest, and powerful enough to shake the millions who grew up listening to his songs. For the first time, Willie Nelson opened up about the real weight of growing older, reflecting on his life, his regrets, the legacy he hopes to leave, and the truth behind the persistent rumors that have circled him for decades. And this time, at age 92, he didn't hold anything back. A quiet setting for a loud revelation. The moment happened during what was intended to be a simple conversation. No bright lights, no stage, no official press. Willie sat on the porch of his ranch, Trigger, his iconic guitar, resting beside him, with the evening sun painting the sky behind him. When asked how he felt about reaching 92, Willie let out a soft laugh and adjusted his hat. "You don't reach this age by accident," he said. "You reach it by living through a lot of storms and learning when to keep going." But as the conversation continued, his tone changed. The easy smile faded, and the legendary singer-songwriter leaned back in his chair, reflecting quietly. That's when the confession came. The confession that left fans silent. Willie Nelson finally admitted something he had never said publicly. "I'm not afraid of leaving this world someday. What scares me is leaving things unsaid, leaving melodies unwritten, leaving love unspoken." For a moment, the interviewer didn't respond. Neither did Willie. It was the kind of silence that felt heavy, almost sacred. Fans who later watched the footage said the moment hit harder than they expected. Not because Willie spoke about mortality, but because he spoke about unfinished purpose. And then he continued, "People think I've done everything I wanted. Truth is, there's still so much I want to say. Music isn't done with me yet." The confession wasn't a goodbye. It wasn't a farewell message. It was a rare window into the heart of a man who has spent his life on the road, guitar in hand, chasing the perfect song. Rumors addressed at last. For years, rumors swirled around Willie Nelson, from health scares to career-ending predictions. Every few months, a new headline would circulate online claiming he was retiring, stepping away from music, or worse. This time, Willie addressed it himself. "People say I'm retiring every year. I don't know who starts those stories, but it ain't me." He laughed, but then grew serious. "I'll retire when the music stops talking to me." And it hasn't stopped. This statement alone sent fans into a frenzy of relief and emotion. Many feared the interview would be Willie's announcement that his performing days were over. Instead, he made it clear he's still writing, he's still recording, he's still dreaming, reflecting on his long journey. To understand why Willie's confession was so powerful, it helps to understand what he has lived through. His story reads like a Southern epic. He grew up poor, raised by his grandparents in Abbott, Texas, wrote his first song at age 7, and by 10, he was performing in front of live audiences. He fought against Nashville's system, breaking every rule to create the outlaw country movement with Waylon Jennings. He's recorded more than 95 studio albums with hundreds of writing credits. He survived financial disaster, severe weather on tours, personal heartbreak, and endless public scrutiny. He built an empire on authenticity, never trying to be anything other than himself. Willie Nelson isn't just a musician, he's an American institution. At 92, he has more history in his fingertips than most people have in their entire family line. So when he says there are things left unsaid, people listen.